Is it working? Is it working? Miss Gelman! Miss Gelman, do you have it work? We'll put it on down. It's on? Okay. Hold your attitude. Miss Gelman, you gotta hold that attitude. I get it. Oh boy, here we go. More people. We had a party. Oh my goodness, it was crazy. Anyway, thank you, Miss Gelman. You know you're my number 4. I tell her all the time she's my number 4. It's a hoot. Listen. Hi everybody. How you doing? It's your girl, Judge Beverly Canoni. Your girl's here. She's down at the Cape. We're having a good old time. We were living it up last night, especially. Wow. Talk about celebrating the fallen heroes of this country. I was falling up and down the stairs last night. It was nuts. My little lab bear was here doing some gross stuff. Nasty. I look at La like my little lab bear. Okay, he's my little lab bear. He's starting to try to kiss me. He's getting all nasty. It was gross. But I'm sorry. Let me go back. Miss Gelman, we're live, right? Okay, we're live. Sorry, I didn't know. So let me just do a proper thing, because I know all my fans want to say hello. So, I'm Judge Beverly Canoni. I know you all know that. You know, I'm the number 1 around here, in this, at least in the New England area. Maybe the whole East Coast. Who knows? But anyway, they have all types of nicknames for me. You know, they call me Antibiotic. They call me Anti-Bev. I don't really care for that one too much, but, you can't always pick and choose. Listen, I'm like the Wu-Tang Clan, okay? I got all types of nicknames for days. For days. Unbelievable. So here's the deal, right? So I was on Twitter yesterday morning, all right? Listen, your girl's telling you a story. Listen up. So I'm on Twitter yesterday morning because your girl looks everywhere. I don't like that awful Twitter, but I need my eyes and ears all over. You know what I'm saying? So the deal was, right? I'm looking up that filthy, dirty bastard Turtle Boy, okay? And that other guy there, Will the Glarer, thinks he's all hot shit and handsome. Yeah, you're hot. You're not as good as your girl. But, you could never land the Bevs. You know what I'm saying? But whatever, Mr. Hot Shit flexing there with, your buddy Elise looking all special. You guys did look hot. I'm not going to lie, you look gorgeous. But anyway, so I was on Twitter and I noticed our girl, Jen McCabe. She's down in Falmouth having a grand old time. Doesn't even bother calling Auntie Bev. Beverly Canoni. I'm like, you got to be kidding. Get this bitch on the phone right now. I call her up. She's like, I called you 3 times, Bev. What are you doing? I look and check my phone. My ring is off. Oh, it was wild. But anyway, we had such a good time. Things are just winding down. We're still on the Cape House. Tomorrow we have court in the morning. We all know we got court in the morning, okay? But we're not idiots, okay? We're professional Cape Codders over here. You know what I'm saying? We let all the suckers leave around all day long. They could sit in traffic beeping and honking and bumping into each other like a couple of knuckleheads, right? But your girl leaves around 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. It is what it is. By the way, I'm looking at my hair. I know it's usually straight, okay? I took a nap on my gazebo over there in the hammock by the gazebo. Oh, my God, I needed it so bad. I woke up around about 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. I had 6 White Claws. Oh, it was wild. It was a wild night. But anyway, listen, I need a refresher. Hold on. Your girl needs a refresher. Here's my Stanley. Whoops, my face. Here's a Stanley. We got my Stanley. It's filled with White Claws. We're doing White Claws there. We're always doing White Claws. See, Miss Gelman over there. Miss Gelman, do your thing. Never mind. Oh, my God, she's out of her mind. So anyway, Miss Gelman, she's doing the hard liquor, and it's just straight vodka. All right, it's vodka and water. Big difference, right? Anyway, your girl Aunt Bev, she likes, what she likes to do, okay, is she likes to, pound them. I like to drink, I'm like 30 White Claws deep almost every night, especially on the Cape night. Oh, my God, I totally forgot what to tell you. So we're in court on Wednesday, okay? And I get the text, you're going to be honored tonight. And I'm like, I'm on it every night, darling. And I say to myself, let me look and see. So I stand up and I go to the whole court. I said, okay, everybody, have a great weekend, a nice, long, healthy weekend. We'll see you on Tuesday, all right? The jury looks at me like, that gorgeous, beautiful old bag, she must have lost her freaking mind, okay? And I said, no. Your girl is being honored on Thursday night, on Memorial Day weekend. Are you kidding me? The opening party time for the Cape. So anyway, it's your girl. Your girl's the person of the year. Norfolk County, they didn't celebrate Mr. Morrissey. I can't stand what that turtle boy calls a meatball. If he is a meatball, he's a delicious meatball. He is 100% delicious, Mr. Turtle Boy. I don't play that game. That's my good man, Mr. Morrissey. I love him. So anywho, not Mr. Morrissey, not sexy little hanky-panky Brennan. Oh, I'd get me a little piece of that, And not my little lab bear. No. Your girl. Person of the year. Not man of the year and not woman of the year. No. I am person of the year. It means I'm better than all of them. And with the new genders and everything, I'm the tops. That's all. Your girl, Auntie Bev's on top. But before I go, listen. Oh, Jen's getting up. Hey, Jen, come here. Jen McCabe stopped by. Like I said, I saw her on Twitter. Turtle Boy or Glare or one of them were like, oh, look, Jen McCabe's in Falmouth. So I hit her up. We partied all night. Come here, girl. Come here. Here she is. Jen McCabe stopped over. Say hi to everybody. Don't be rude. Good girl. She's the best. Jen McCabe does whatever certain people say. So when like Brian Albert's like, hide the damn, you got to go pin it on Karen. Jen McCabe pins it on Karen. When your girl, person of the year, Auntie Beverly Canone's like, hey, say hi to the camera. You get yourself a nice hello to you. How do you do? So anywho, I better get going here. Just want to say hello. Yes, I will be in court in the morning. I know. I'm going to leave around 2 in the morning. I'm going to be trashed for court. But what's new? Anyway, I just want to say hello. I love you. I know you love me more, but that's just fine. That's the way Bev rolls. Have a great one. Remember to remember me. This is Memorial Day for Bev. Bev's Memorial Weekend. Don't forget it. We'll see you on Tuesday in court. And I guess some other guy wants to come in here and talk. I don't care who he is. Some Scott Starboard guy. What kind of name is it? Well, it is a sexy name. It's a sexy name. Reminds me of the boats out in the harbor. Out in the harbor there, Scott Starboard. I don't know if that's like a political thing, left or right or something like that, but whatever. I don't care. You know why? Because me and Lord Stanley, we're about to drink ourselves under the table. You have a great night, and I'll see you on Tuesday in court. Toodles!
And Scott Starboard.
Hey, Scott!
Scott Starboard.
All right, I'll get Scott.
Scott Starboard.
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 Scott Starboard!
Now, turn it up, feel the bass line, gallop fast, collide past the stars, shoot through the mast. Hands high, cheer flows like the breeze. The Scott Starboard vibe, breaking rules with ease. Gritty like sawdust, but smoother than silk. Words spill out, whipped up honey and milk. The show takes on galaxies, king of the scene. Fusion of rhythms, a genre grafted dream. Scott Starboard. Every pulse and sound, a radiant glow. It's the Scott Starboard. Now giddy up, get down, and let that energy grow.
Yeah, what up? Oh, did I mess up my thing? I need the big one. Let's go! Thank you so much for being here. I am Scott Starboard. This is the Scott Starboard Show. It's how it is. My headphones are popping off, making silly characters happen. I'm just happy to be with you guys in all sincerity. Thank you so much. I know it's a holiday weekend. We're not in our usual thing. It's a long weekend. We're all partying. I got to get Auntie Bev's voice out of my head. Oh, my God. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. I did notice, I peeked at the chat, so I know there's some people here with me. Thank you. I don't know if Airplane Willie's here. I hope you caught up with all the Karen Reed nonsense. But for people who know, they'll know who Auntie Bev is and what that's all about. And believe me, I've had all day. I'm like, I don't know who do I get a call to host the entrance of this show? You know, I was gonna do Alex one day, but I can't really do like his voice that good. Like Alex, there's certain people that have like a certain kind of voice, and I don't know if it's the depth or height, whatever my voice. I just can't do a good Alex. But me and my wife were going through all types of stuff. She's like, do Biden. I'm like, I can do a good Biden voice. And I'm like, what would Biden say? And she's like, oh, it's Memorial Day. And I'm like, that's true. I'm like, what about Obama? I can do a pretty good Obama. Obama's easy. It's just like, no, wait a minute now. But I'm like, nah, you know what? I don't want him representing Memorial Day, our fallen loved ones. You know, that we might not know them all, but Memorial Day is a fallen soldiers. By the way, I should have said this first and foremost. You know, Auntie Bev wanted to come on and ruin my show a little bit, getting her damn hair all over my show. But first and foremost, let me just say thank you, a truly heartfelt thank you to all our fallen soldiers, all our brave heroes, men and women in the military service, all the wars people have fought. You know, there's so many sacrifices that just kind of get overlooked every single day. I thank you. Thank you. I know it's the kind of the sort of least that anyone can do is just say thank you, but you know, I wish I could absolutely do so much more to give you your flowers and to love you and to show you how grateful me and everybody else are. But thank you for your service. You know, I have plenty of family that have either straight up died in war or have lost legs, Agent Orange, you name it, friends and family, customers, people I know, and I'm sure all you guys do too. And it is rough. Thomas Gilson was a service member. He's still with us, but I still thank you for your service. And anybody out there I might have missed that I didn't know was in the military, thank you. God bless you and thank you. You know, I if you see me on Twitter, I'm kind of like annoyed with Trump a little bit half the time, but and Trump's doing a great job. I'm just, you know, I'm a modern day American. I want what I want right now. And we waited so damn long. But Trump's doing a lot of great stuff. And I truly think that he honors our men and women in military more than any president that I can possibly think of. I mean, you know, aside from George Washington, I'm sure there were some other ones. But all I personally know, well, especially personally know, is Trump has hooked us, our military up big time. So shout out to the men and women who have fallen, who are still in service. We love you. Thank you for everything. God bless you. And thank you so much. Real quick now, to some, you know, that was, you know, it was a little bit of, you know, it was you know, we're trying to be fun anyway. I got to be serious sometimes. But my lazy bones, I finally get it Monday off. We got Alex on oh my god, The Worst Cooks TV show. You know what? Alex could burn a grilled cheese sandwich and I'll still love it because that's my boy. I'll be mopping and sweeping for that too. No, Alex crushed it on that TV show. The producers and everybody were like, do this, do that, and told him what to do. And he ends up getting kicked off for it. He shouldn't have listened to him. But anyway, finally switched the background. And yeah, so that's the thing. Let me check with the chat. It's been a long ass weekend. I'm trying not to swear. In my mind, I'm still doing the Auntie Bev thing. I was trying not to curse. Listen, Auntie Bev, Beverly Cannoni, has a classic Dorchester Quincy accent. That's what Auntie Bev has. To be honest, even though I'm like picking on her with it, it's like most of my aunts, that's how they talk. And I love it. It's endearing to me personally because I grew up listening to that. That's why I got my accent so bad, probably. My mom, she doesn't sound as bad as Canoni, but it's a hard Boston accent. She's not going to hide it. I try to hide it, just for everybody else's sake. It's not easy, but I still got Beverly on the brain, so just bear with me. I'm trying my best to give you the best show. You deserve it. Bob Cook got the number 1 spot today. Bob Cook, I love you to pieces. You know that, brother. Stacy G. Stacy, I love you, girl. Thank you so much for being here. I know it's a weird day. Like, it feels like Sunday. Let's face it. And I missed last Monday, so it kind of messed things up a little bit. I wanted to go, was it Sunday? Monday, whatever. I don't even know what the hell day it is anymore. I don't even drink. I'm not even pounding White Claws like your girl, Auntie Bev. But I don't drink, whatever. If you drink out there, go knock yourself. I mean, drink responsibly. But I mean, do your thing. I'm not saying there's anything bad. I'm not, it's a long story. I just, I like to be in if I ever do drink or do whatever the hell I like to just be buzzing a little bit. I just want to enjoy that shit. You know what I mean? Some people just pound it, it's like, what's burger good? I'm like, and I used to do that years ago, and that's why I'm like, you know what? I just want a little buzz and hang out, but I don't even barely drink anymore anyway, but Johnny Z. Friendly, my dog. I always want to say a different word, but that's okay. Johnny Z, I love you, man. Thank you so much for being here. Morgan Elizabeth. I don't know why I do it to Oprah, but sometimes it's got to be like, you got to look under your seat. You got to come. Oh, Morgan, thank you so much for being here. Airplane Willie, my dog. Wait, what is this? I couldn't watch any more Karen Reed documentary. That lady is so annoying. Wait, which one? Which one? Karen, listen, anybody who's watching this, either now or later, please don't be mad at me. I am a super duper free Karen Reed person. But Karen Reed, she's got resting bitch face. Sorry, I'm not saying she's not attractive, none of that stuff. I get a wife, so I really don't give a damn what any other ladies look like. But a lot of people I know, they're like, oh, I think she's innocent, but I can't stand looking at that bitch. That dirty bitch. And I'm like, geez, easy. No, it's fine. It's just, I can't stand her voice or her face or anything. And I'm like, geez. And they're like, she should be free. I'm not saying she's not. I don't know. I'm a dude, so I don't really, it doesn't really kind of, maybe it's not even that I'm a dude. I don't know. She doesn't bother me, but Airplane Willie, are you talking about Karen Reed's annoying or Auntie Beverage? Because Auntie Bev she's a piece of shit. If you watch the trial yourself, you will punch, as a dude, I don't know about girls. Us guys like to punch walls. At least I do. And I'm not saying I do it all the time. It's like, oh, you took me there. You fucking took me there. Fucking punch a wall. I don't like to do it when anybody's, looking or anything. I don't know. I used to box, so I'd be able to just go to the gym and hit the heavy bag until my knuckles bled. But, I don't know. What the hell I don't even talk about. All I know is Auntie Bev is so corrupt and crooked. She goes out of her way to, so we are all of us have the right to a fair trial, and we are all presumed what? Innocent until proven guilty. Not in Judge Beverly's court. No, sir. Auntie Bev, you are guilty until proven innocent, and she's going to make sure that the prosecution gets every break. That's not how it's supposed to work. Sorry, honey. That's not the deal. The deal is every benefit should break. At least almost every benefit of doubt or whatever should break for the defense. And I'm not just saying that for Karen Reed. That should be for everybody. For that Carmelo kid who stabbed that dude, even though I believe he should probably, I don't know, he is young. I think he should definitely spend the rest of his life in jail. Sorry. But I was going to say you should rot in hell, but I don't know. You know, I try to be a good person and to forgive somebody, and I think 80 years in jail and never leaving that place, that's punishment. That's good punishment. I know right now, like, that's not, like, fun justice punishment that we all want, but in 80 years, you know, you look back and like, damn, that dude did nothing but bang other dudes in the booty hole. Like, he had nothing. Oh, he got a degree in he got his bachelor's degree in prison. Yeah, what job's he gonna get with it? You know what I mean? So it's like, whatever. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just too soft. God, Auntie Bev's freaking brains in there. Unknown Turtle 47. You know I love you, girl. Love you, girl. The fat pig's up in here. Is this your true self, Cake Boss? That's the Cake Boss's mother. That's not me. You guys are gonna throw cigarettes in here? Make me want to smoke, aren't you? Shout out to BW. Me and BW got some. I gotta give him a phone call. We gotta talk about some shit. Thank you for being here, Thomas Gelson, my dog. Thomas Gelson, again, thank you for your service. I know you probably don't want to hear that over and over, but it's Memorial Day. You're gonna have to hear it. I'm buzzing on Fanta. Let's go. Do me. Tommy's up in here. Thank you. Good evening, Kings and Queens. Thank you. I'd like a punch a wall today. I hear you. Some of these days are just wall punching type of days. When I'm in my truck or my car or whatever I'm driving, my van, whatever the hell it is, I'm like a steering wheel puncher. Dagnabbit. When I was younger, I'd like punch the stereo. And that's probably when we had like detachable face plates or just really nice stereo. And if you ever crack a stereo face, you feel like the biggest dumbass. It's like, why'd I punch my own shit? I just sometimes need to hit something, you know? But yeah, so now I just punch the damn steering wheel. They made them steering wheels so strong. You love a good strong steering wheel though. Mother chucker, get out of my way. Or whatever it is, you know what I mean? Like, I gotta get to my show. Get the hell out of the way. Truth is unbreakable. I don't know why. I gotta think of something else. That's just a natural come out with that Oprah thing. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry that I missed the beginning. Nice 80s wig. Oh, Truth, you missed. It's okay. You can watch it later. That's really kind of a shout out to all the free Karen Reed people and all the people watching the Karen Reed stuff. But yeah, so let me get my big old face off the screen and go to my little face. I like to say that because it's something that I say regularly. So I go from big face to little face. Well, I didn't hit the button. To little face. I'm still doing Oprah. I gotta stop it. Stop it. Hey, what the? All right, here we go. Now you can see where I took my background from. Harbinger of Doom. Alex reposted it. There's so much fun stuff going on. Yeah, there's all important shit and blah, blah, blah. But you know what? We're here it's a celebrate. This is a good weekend. And I'm trying to wrap up your nice long weekend. We all go back to stankin' ass work. Work ain't stankin' ass. But you know what I mean. You start to get a little lazy on Friday, if you work Friday. Yeah, it's like at night you're like, I don't want to do shit. Like, I think I passed out at like 9-10 o'clock at night, I think, on Friday. I might have missed Doc Bash Steve's show. Did I miss it? No, I fell asleep watching Doc Bash Steve. No offense, it's not you. Show's always exciting. DMS out there, I love you, homie. It's just worked all week. It was terrible. Actually, I missed Thursday. I didn't work all week. Missed Thursday because of the rain. Had to make up all the work that missed and do the regular work on Friday. Busted hump on Friday. Oh my goodness. But speaking of Truth, I put this on here just for you, Truth. I was like, I want to talk about it anyway, but so as everybody knows, Truth said, way to go, George Floyd. Congrats on 5 years sober. Here's to more years of sobriety. Oh boy, he like, look at my cake. He's like, Mama made me this cake. His girlfriend's mama. I'm not making fun of his mother. If you remember that whole damn debacle. But he's like, Mama, look at, Mama, use all the counterfeit $20 bills and go to Shaw's or Stop and Shop and grab me a cake and shit. He's like, do it, bitch, I'll shoot you. He's like, I love you, Mama. Oh, I wish I could talk about that on here. That's something I might have to talk about on Rumble one of these days. Because I don't know. I'm sure y'all beautiful, wonderful, smart-ass people seen it. But what a lot of people don't know is that there's a part where he's like, George, I actually was sampling it, and I was going to make a rap song out of it. There's a part of the whole George Floyd thing, not the crappy one that they showed us, but like other, cop camera footage and blah, 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 other people footage. And he's like, I took too many drugs. That's what George Floyd said. He's like, I took too many drugs. Oh, you took too many drugs. So that crappy white cop leaning on your back, he didn't kill you? Your dumb ass did exactly what you did the last time some cops recorded your arrest. Mr. Floyd. Huh? I got Auntie Bev in the brain. But it's true, right? You guys probably, I hope, know that shit too. George Floyd was arrested in the same shit, and he's gulping down all of his drugs. This one's no damn different. Now, it looks terrible. When I first saw it, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, yo, get off that dude, because I try to put myself in other people's shoes. And I'm like, dude, I don't want no cop kneeling on my back. Like, if I'm acting like an idiot, you should be able to, well, maybe not, because I'm such a tough guy. No, I'm serious, though. Like, you should be able to tackle me with 2, 3, 4 cops and handcuff my ass and chuck me in the back. Listen, I've fought multiple people at one time, and I did pretty good. But, one time I fought 26 Puerto Rican dudes. They all jumped me. And I still see some of them to this day, by the way. But even years afterwards, they come to me like, yo, man, you did fucking good, bro. For real, yo, you kicked me right in the face and shit. I wasn't even ready, bro. You did fucking good, I say. Maybe not that hardcore. I guess so. But their accent. But I was doing backflips off cars. I was going bananas. But guess what? I end up with brain injury. So, what do they say? Win the battle, lose the war, whatever. But I mean, it just drives me crazy with the George Floyd thing because, you never really should go with the first thing you think of when you watch a video. Because when I've watched videos, I'm like, oh shit, that's fucked up. They're like doing something wrong. This bitch is beating up this person in, Burger King because she didn't get her hot sauce again. And then come to find out the bitch who's getting her ass whooped is like the bitch who worked at Burger King, and she got fucking gun thrown at her teeth or something stupid. And it's like, yeah, she actually was right. You know what I mean? So you should always rewatch, especially video. You know what I mean? Like, yes, you always want your natural instinct. The first initial instinct is usually correct, sure, but not always correct. So when I first watched that George Floyd shit, I'm like, yo, get your fucking knee off that dude. What the fuck is wrong with you? But then you watch the whole tape. And I watched that shit 50 times because me and one of my really, really, really good friends. Shout out Spook. I love you, bro. He won't see this, but I wish he would. But anyway, we were battling back and forth and arguing about it. And he's like, nah, fuck that. And I'm like, yo, bro, I'm telling you. And this was like before the trial. Like, the shit was still pretty hot, and most people were, the vast majority were like, oh, Derek Chauvin should rot in hell forever, blah, blah, blah. So we didn't even get all the shit from the trial yet. And I said, this dude is not, like, they're like, get in the back. No, I don't want to get in the back. I want to lay down on my belly and scream for mama. It's like, get the fuck up and get in the, you know what I mean? I've been arrested. Surprise, surprise. I've been arrested in my life. It's been a long, long time. I hope it never happens again. But I've been arrested. And whether I deserved it or not, I got in the back of the fucking cruiser and shut my mouth. Well, maybe I didn't shut my mouth. But, on the way there, I'd be like, You guys smell bacon in here, you fucking pieces of shit? No, I didn't say it. But like I always, a motto I live by is, I'm a gentleman until the cuffs come on. But by the way, I'm still a fucking gentleman. I get in the back seat, I hate when they push my head in, by the way. They used to piss me the fuck off. Don't push my head. I know how to get in. I've been getting in vehicles all the time. You just ripped me out of a vehicle. You think I didn't know how to get in that vehicle? And I had a cop tell me one time, well, it's for our protection because cops have been sued so many times because people bump their head and then they, we have to pay out insurance and they sue us in court. And I'm like, shouldn't have told me that, bitch. Ding! Oh, why do you do that? No. But I mean, so I get it, but I still just hate it. It just drives me nuts. Because as you guys know, I am allergic to stupidity. I know how to get in a car, but whatever, it's the world we live in. I know I'm going to do a better job looking at the chat. I'm going to be stuck with Auntie Bev. I've been practicing all day for you guys. And nobody liked it. Why? No, I thought it came out good. You guys don't know Auntie Bev like I do. Like I know her. She's drinking White Claws. She's fucking partying down the Cape, guys. Thanks, I appreciate it. Floyd deserves it. True. Don Gutterbox. What up, Don? Baboonus! My boy. My brother. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. Thank you. Oh, that's my man. George Floyd ate fentanyl and OD'd. Case closed. Damn right, Morgan. That's it. Case closed. And on that note, let's check out what else we got. BW, I fucking love you to pieces. By the way, I don't know why. I have all you guys. I have like the bell on or whatever, the Twitter bell. The alert says that you're every time that person tweets or whatever, you get a notification. I don't know what the hell it is. I never get notifications from Alex. BW, I get them from, I sometimes get them from my wife. I sometimes get them from Matthew Adams every once in a while. Morgan, I get them from sometimes. A Wended Yarn and whatever, I get hers all the time. I mean, she's following me, I followed her back and shit, and I like to promote people. But I went on her stuff all the time. She never goes on my stuff. Come on in. The water's fine. But let's get into some Alex stuff, and then I want to come back because Myron gains half of I'm not following him? What do you mean I'm not following him? What the unbelievable. Twitter's all wonky, if you guys don't know. For the last 5 days, Twitter is just trash. They had a DDoS attack. We talked about it with Dark Match Steve the other day. So that's that deal. DDoS attack is just like these crappy, shitty companies out there. A lot of them in India and Russia and Korea, blah, blah, blah. And they have they can mimic 1 million accounts. Sometimes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 million accounts. And they all try to do something all at the same time. And by doing that, it slows the whole server down and messes everything up. I've already been following this dude. I don't know why that did that. That's really kind of pisses me off. But anyway, we'll talk about it a little while because I already got into the Karen Reeves stuff earlier already. Especially Auntie Bev hosted the opening of the show. But yeah, Myron gains half of Fresh and Fit. I don't know if they still do Fresh and Fit with the two of them, but he's doing a lot of solo dolo stuff now. But he covered the Karen Reed case, and I kind of want to just a little bit, maybe 20 minutes, not even 5 to 15 minutes. Just cover that later though, because I want to get into some other fun stuff. Shout out Cody, by the way, our boy. If I'm not mistaken, Cody, this is the good Cody, my boy, who is brothers to Raised by Killer Survivor. Maybe that's not him. Morgan, is this Cody Perry's brother? I forget. I don't know, dagnabbit. Perry's brother's great. I gotta start helping promote him too, but long story short, is up. Talk Match Steve's in the place to be, my boy. What's good? Oh, shit. I was just talking about you a minute ago, too. Hard Archivist. George was just celebrating Memorial Day by getting a violent criminal off the streets. What a cool guy. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. SD, my boy, special delivery sack biter. I don't know if you want me to say your real name, but I got to just do something that you haven't been doing much lately, my boy, which is you're doing the brick from the middle. It's like, whoop, whoop. It's like, the middle brick. Whoop, whoop. That's my boy. If you guys haven't watched The Middle, if you got nothing else to watch one day, start watching the show The Middle. It's so good. It's an old show. I think it started in like 2010 or 2014 or something like that, and it ended in like 2019, 2020, something like that. But it's such a good, wholesome-ass show. I just love it. So much clever writing, but whatever. So let's watch this. This is Alex Stein, our boy, the man of every hour, not just the hour, every hour. I love Alex. Dagnabbit, I miss Alex too. I seen a couple of videos of Alex somewhere in the world, and there's people like, oh, I met Alex Stein today. I'm like, you lucky son of a bitch. I wish I lived in Dallas. I'd be bothering Alex all the time and hanging out with that son of a gun. I love me some Alex. But let's check it out. Alex said, this Memorial Day, we must honor the sacrifices of our troops and to remember that all stolen valor is a shame to our nation. Never forget.
Look at this. Almost done, guys. Primetime 99. What are you guys doing? You see the Coldplay music? We're grinding. This is what we do. 314. Pimp on a blimp. Look at this. This is how we do it. Primetime 99. Look at this. We're doing it. This is what's going on. Memorial Day. We love it! Woo! See what I did? I went there, and I'm not even in this marathon. So the message I want to send is, I just stole marathon valor. And if you think that's bad, imagine stealing the valor of our military veterans.
Unbelievable. I don't know where how he thinks of these things. He probably just was jogging like his regularly does. And, saw it and just popped in his head. I fucking love Alex. That's comedy genius. But see, Alex doesn't, like, he does comedy. And it's not just like, he does, culture jamming. And he's like, puts the mirror of, disgrace up to these people's face. So he thought to himself, what would it be like if I just went, and by the way, for a Bostonian, this is a pretty ballsy thing, and it hits home here for us New Englanders because, oh my God, I forget her name. I looked it up earlier and I forget. She had like a Spanish name, but I don't even think she was Spanish either. This woman, back in like early 90s, I believe, she ran the Boston Marathon. The Boston Marathon, I believe, is like 27 miles. It's brutal, and it's like not cool terrain. Up, down, all over the place. It's like when you want the terrain to like go with you, like when your legs are starting to like buckle, it starts going uphill instead of down. It's like the hardest marathon in the entire planet. And this lady, she started the race, she snuck off into an alley somewhere, got on the T on the freaking subway, drove it around, waited a little bit, and came out and started running. And she won the marathon for like about an hour until everybody realized, hey, dummy, even back then, they got cameras in the subway and they saw you. If she was a little slicker, she would have pulled it off. And you do win, a decent little healthy amount of dough. But those people don't do it for that. This women in Boston jogging their female body parts off. I'm not joking. You'll see women jogging around. No hips, no butt, no titties, no nothing. They're like skinny bones. It's like, what are you doing? And they're like, I'm doing this because I'm a runner, dagnabbit. And it's like, you got to respect them. Even though I think they're crazy, I respect them. That's how much dedication they did. They don't give a damn what gender they are anymore. They said to hell with our woman features. I'm running. But all jokes aside, Alex saw that in the moment. Guarantee it. Split-second decision, said, watch this. I love it. Oh, let's finish it.
That's the real crime. So nobody gives a damn about these marathoners with their lame bumper stickers. But the fact that I would steal marathon valor and you felt some sort of way,
Yeah.
think about it when you steal military vets valor. And I see you doing it, trying to get those discounts.
Oh my God. Beautiful. Alex is the mother chucking man. I love that dude. And I hope that's not stolen valor from him, because I'm sure he's going to show it on Bubba on Wednesday or his show. But I want to talk more about Alex half the time, but I don't want to steal his stuff. And there's other things that I know he's been up to that I'm not going to touch, because those are definitely for the show. But I thought, it's Memorial Day. Let's hit the sucker on Memorial Day, right? I mean, sucker, the video. Let's hit this daggone video on Memorial Day when it's nice and good and hot and ready to go. There's been plenty of other stories. We can kick it over here. Watch this. If you guys haven't heard this is ridiculous. Bubba, everybody probably DMS our boy. By the way, DMS, I'm so sorry. I stink with the damn chat. Whoop, whoop. I saw SD. I was having technical issues. New GPU got AIDS. Oh no. It's a prequel to Breaking Bad. Yes. Doc Bash Steve, if you're still in here, what time are you streaming tonight, brother? I don't want to go over you and I want to promote it, so let me know. Doomy said, I ran 3 times in 2 weeks recently. It was hard at first, but you get used to it. It's true. I'm still like a walker runner. You guys wouldn't believe it, but for years, I walked 5 days a week, about 12 to 18 miles every day. Now I still walk. I don't even do it for exercise, just work. I now, I got a machine to help me, but I walk still probably about like 9 to 12 miles a day, somewhere along that. And I still get a gut. What do you want from me? I don't know what the hell you got to do. No, you got to burn. You gotta have a good burning sweat. That's it. If anybody out there, if you work out, if you're not sweating, then you ain't really working out. So, we used to watch these streams that Alex would do, the walking stream, and Alex looks phenomenal, by the way. But you can see it. I could see it when he's just walking, and it's like, it's good for his heart. But then you'd see, like, towards the end, he's sweating. And this was when he first started the walking streams. Well, since then, now our boy's jogging. He's breaking a sweat. That's how you get that damn blubber off yourselves. And believe me, no, it ain't no offense to anybody. I got some love, handles. I got to get rid of my damn self. The neck, I want to get a surgery. Like, if I can't stand it. But anyway, the Fat Pig, shout out again. I know I said what's up, but, I love you, buddy. Morgan said, I went to Boston a week after the marathon bomb, and it was eerie. I have a ton of pics. Do you guys want to hear my marathon bombing story? Should I tell it? I don't know. I was thinking of because I have some pics and other stuff, but let me just read you guys chat before I do this, because I'll do it. Why not? I only run up there as bees. Doomy said, I ran a marathon once when I was 23. I could do it. Now I would need much more training. Oh, brother, me too. I ran the marathon with friends. They call it something. It's like 6 months before the race, and people just run it on their own. You could walk it, do whatever, and there's no crowds. There's no, ticker tape parade. There's no, blah thing to run through in the middle. But I've done it, and I think I got almost halfway through that shit, and I was like, yeah, I could do it if I had to do it. There's a different level to it when you really run a marathon, especially Boston. I heard New York's tough, but whatever. Whatever. No, I don't want to get into a New York Boston beef, but Boston's famous for their goofy ass, hills and uncomfortable shit. Like New York, smart. They build a grid. It's all pretty much flat. Like it still hurts, but New York, you'll break a freaking ankle trying to do this. While the damn foreigners always win our races because people are like, I'm not walking up that hill. You want me to run up that hill? Are you fucking crazy? He's like, I used to walk up there to go to school when I was a kid. I ain't going fucking there. But I know, right? Them whites are sus. That's called marathon pre-gaming. Yeah, baby. So let me just tell you guys real quick my marathon story. So I used to deliver fancy French bread. It was a French bread place. I mean, high-end, super-duper fancy French bread, right? I met all types of famous people. I'll tell those stories another day. I don't know why I'm going to get all depressing, but I've been kind of holding this story around anyway for a while. I'll tell it again someday with some more pics and stuff like that, but so I used to work from like midnight. It was like 11:30ish to like about, and I'd get home around like 10, 11 o'clock. Well, it was a long day. And it was the marathon, and I delivered in Boston. All these freaking, Prudential, fucking Copley, Weston, blah, 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 Federal Reserve, all these damn places. Langham Hotel, Whole Foods, blah, 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 blah. Trader Joe, all this shit. And the day of the marathon, it's a pain in the ass. You can't get anywhere. You have to deliver inside of like that shit before it turns into a disaster. So I did everything I was supposed to, but I messed up one box, and it didn't have any signage on it. So I had to park somewhere and carry it like this through tens of thousands of people, and I'm walking through. And I realized at one point, I'm like, oh my God, I'm passing the finish line. Like this is the money shot. You know what I mean? And I'm walking, and I'm going to start bawling if I even tell the story. I'm going to try and hold it together. There was a group of like 15 kids with like mental handicap, Down syndrome and stuff like that. And they were literally at the line. And because I just noticed that I was because you walk in, and for me, I'm doing my job. I don't care. I'm not having fun. I'm working. You people are having fun, and I'm jealous. So I just want to get this over with. So I go, boom, I deliver. It was something on Tremont Street, and I had to go. I come back, jump in my truck, made a couple other little deliveries on the way. Boom, go to work, bang, come home. And I just happened to be like having some kind of little discussion with my wife about something. It wasn't a fight, but we were like bickering a little bit. And then on the TV, it said like Boston Marathon bombed. And we were sitting there like going back and forth like, yeah, come on. No, you tell. And she's like, no, you said. And we both like stopped and looked at the TV at the same exact time. We're like, oh, and I lost it. Fucking lost it. Tears are pouring down, and my wife's like, what's the matter? Like, looking at me like, yeah, it's terrible, but like, And I'm like, I was just there. Oh, I'm like, I was just there, and there were, kids with Down syndrome right there, and they got to be hurt because they were like hanging there for some reason, and they were all kind of tethered together. It was clearly like a school or something. And I think even one of the kids like reached out to touch my arm because I'm holding the box, and I was like, hey, but I don't treat anybody different. Handicapped people, I talk to you just like I talk to anybody else, because I would want that if I was that way, And but it just got me right in the face. I was like, oh my God. So I can tell this story. I should probably just make a video about it, by the way. But the next night, I had to go into the battle zone. But you have the FBI, the military, state, local cops, the whole area was locked down. But, I could go there. I'm delivering, and they were cool. I'll end it with this part of the whole thing, because it does go on. But the FBI agent, I said, hey, I got to go up to the Prudential building, and I got another stop on Newberry Street and Tremont Street. And he's like, all right. And I had a dolly thing with me that I was somehow smart enough to remember to bring. And I'm carrying a shitload of bread all the way through, and I had to make all these stops on foot. It's not really too long, but, Boston's old and the streets are all wobbly, and I'm trying to bring this way overpriced, expensive, fancy-ass bread to all these places. So, cops walking me, a FBI agent was walking me. He was the sweetest, nicest guy ever. He's like, yeah, you might, he goes, I don't know about you, but you might want to close your eyes up here. And I'm like, yeah, it's all right. I'm like, I can take it. And I told him a little bit of what I just told you about the handicapped kids there. I'm like, but since that point in time, they narrowed down who was hurt and who wasn't already by that time. Because now it's the next night, And all I know is right at the line, like I had to pass the line again. And there are little kids' handprints and blood, like they're falling or wiping their hands, something. Windows blown out, broken glass all over the place. And there's people in hazmat suits, like, the end of E.T., big hazmat suits, picking up little pieces of everything. But at the time, they were picking up pieces of skin. And I'm like, I couldn't even do anything except just be in horror because I literally wanted to throw up. I get kids, so, that's where my mind goes to. And then I wanted to kind of cry, because it's absolutely just, you can see a little kid's fingerprints, much different than an adult, but whatever, who cares? Even if it's an adult, I still feel bad, but, the kid's, like, extra. And I look over and the FBI agent's tears bawling. And I'm like, he's like, it's all right, dude. It's okay if you gotta cry. I'm like, I appreciate it. I'm like, honestly, I don't know if I want to throw up or cry. Oh, God. And just looking at, and he was like super handsome, strong as a bull, probably around Alex's height, like 6'3", 6'4", big dude, turned into a pile of mush. And we walked back, and he was just telling me some stuff, just little things like yeah, a lot of people got hurt, and he was telling me the number of people that got hurt, and this and that. The window that I saw blown out was actually a marketing company that I've worked with, and everybody was basically safe up there, or alive up there, except the chick who worked the front, in the big front office part, had glass shards all in her face. I ended up seeing her like a month later, and she was still in absolute shock. The window blew, she was looking out the window when it happened. And the windows, blew up, and it's like quadruple pane, so it's not like it shatters like tiny shards. It's like big chunks with little chunks. And, she had blood all over her, but she was looking down and she's seen like people hurt and, a couple of kids hurt. And she looking at her, she was shell-shocked. Over a month later, just sitting there. But I could go on and on. Honestly, I really, really could, because when they caught him, it was another thing. I was there for when they caught the dude. Or at least when they started the chase into Watertown, all that stuff. But I'll maybe do like a video about it someday. But, it's weird you were up here more for that, Morgan, because that was a huge moment in my life. Like, it affected me big time. And I had already seen all types of horrible things. People killed in front of me and all. I've seen brains. I've smelled what brains smell like. And seen all types of terrible things. But just, that was when I was a crazy kid who, didn't think of death or anything and didn't fear anything. And then you get older, especially I had young kids, and it just fucking hit me so bad. And it's like Jockoff, Smirnoff, and his fucking stupid brother. They need to burn in hell. Like, that dude's getting conjugal visits and getting banged. All these stupid idiot girls are like, it's so awesome. And they're going and having conjugal visits with this idiot. Like, no, sorry. He should be right on the fucking line where the marathon ends, the finish line. He should be hanging there for like 3 days straight. I hope that's okay with YouTube, because if not, fuck you. What that dude did, he deserves it. And it should be a message sent to any other scumbag out there. Did you see him? I can't even show it, I don't think. There was some asshole in another country, I think it was England, drove his car through a fucking parade and smashing into a bunch of people. It's fucking pussy shit. Oh, I'm not supposed to curse. I'm just getting a little annoyed. It's just ridiculous. Let me find something funny. All right, this. I need a palate cleanser. Ugh, that shit hit me so fucking bad back then. It still gets me now. But Alex is a chucklehead. Yeah, he is my favorite one. Shortly after 9/11, I was detained by MPs for having nail trimmers in my bag in line to do the Old Ironsides tour in Boston. No way, dude! Wow! Bro, after 9/11, shit was nuts. We could get into a whole more 9/11 stuff, too. Because everybody's got a 9/11 story if you were around back then. But that's a wild one, dude. That's crazy. I remember I've gone to see Old Ironside so much that I'm like, meh, whatever. And then I talk to other people that come from out of state, and they're like, holy shit, dude, that's Old Ironsides? It's like, damn, I remember when I used to look at Old Ironsides like that. There's a replica of the Mayflower in Plymouth, and that's how me and almost all the locals feel, like whatever. But when you see people come, from tourists come from around the world, and they see it for the first time, if you get to catch their facial expression, it's pretty fucking cool, because they're like, it's like, it's like seeing a triple rainbow at a water, right outside of a waterfall or something. It's amazing. But yeah, that's my story. My cat is watching the stream. Meow, meow. Meow, meow. Doomy's cat. Meow, 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 meow. OOG7, what up, fam? My boy. Morgan said disgusting. Yeah. I knew it. You're a Fed. DMS, no. Yeah, I wish I was a Fed. I'd be loaded. Years ago I would have wished I was a Fed. I don't want none of that mess now. Look at Dan Bongino. He's turned from Secret Service into a bullshit artist who I believed for all these years. And then he turns into a Fed and he's a fucking scumbag. He's like, no. Guys. No. Listen, I've seen all the files. Jeffrey Epstein didn't do anything wrong, dude. I'm telling you, fuck Dan Bongino. And I don't want to say fuck all the Feds, because that guy was cool. Listen, I don't know who that FBI agent was. I'd never seen him before, after, or anything like that. But it was pretty cool seeing him, seeing this big giant dude who shoots people and fucks over people for a living. In tears, because it was sad as fuck. It was super sad. So yeah. Here's some fun. Look, about maybe 4 or 5 miles away from the marathon, you got this going on. I said, shout out to the woman who yelled, "Free Karen Reed, you piece of shit! Free Karen Reed!" I'm just playing. I love it. Believe me, honestly, shout out to the woman who yelled "Free Karen Reed" at the corrupt District Attorney of Norfolk County, Michael Meatball Morrissey. I missed the meatball part. Turtle Boy, Dr. Turtle Boy on X, and just Turtle Boy on YouTube and everywhere else. This is his, Aiden Kearney is his real name. Dr. Turtle Boy right there. I was about to say, if I'm not following him, I'm gonna lose my mind. We pay money for this damn X Premium. It's not a fortune, but it's still good money. Like, fuck you. I get better algos on TikTok. China do better job than you. Do good. I paid $20 the other day for my, where is it? I don't want to forget. I won't forget that part. Oh, damn, I'm messing this up. I paid $20 to promote the stupid X post the other day. Where is it? It was just me doing Dan Bongino's face, I think. Where the fuck was it? I need a voice break anyway. Let me look real quick. Come on. Alex, this one, that one, Morgan. Oh, is this it? No, it says promote. Uh-oh, I'm not supposed to show that. La 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 la. I already seen Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, the last one already, like 2 days before it was released in America. I mean, I saw it at the movie theater. It was it was bittersweet. It was bittersweet. It wasn't like it was action packed and all that fun shit, but it's not my favorite. But they had to end the whole series, and they did it in a great way. It wasn't like a super awesome, fun, great way, but they did a good job. Damn it, where the hell is this post? Nabbit. All right, let me go back up. I don't want to lose my whole spot here. Maybe I can do it this way. Media? I just want you to see what $20 got me. Some bullshit. Right here. My silly Dan Bongino deal, right? I'm serious. Oh, listen, guys. I'm serious. Cutesy time is over. It's over. Okay? It's over. I don't even know how I got my voice all that deep. This is the post. Dan Bongino interrupted the opener of my show last night. I don't know why I'm not government approved, but I appreciate it. Just a funny little thing. And it had this little promote thing up there. So I was like, all right, let's give it a shot, right? I haven't done that yet. $20, whatever. 24 views. I could have got that shit on my own. 5 likes. 2 retweets. No fucking saves. $20 down the complete shitter. That's why I wasted the little time here looking for it. Because I'm like, you guys got to see this shit. This is bullshit. On TikTok, I wish I could pull it up. I have one post that's 1.8 million views. I get another post that's like almost 1 million views. I have out of all my silly posts over the last 3 years, whenever I started using, I'd never really used TikTok every day. I would just think of some funny thing and use the software and TikTok and kind of make my own shit. My kids used to be like, Dad, it's stupid. That's not how you use TikTok. And then a few weeks later, they're like, how are you getting all these views on TikTok? I'm like, yeah, because my shit ain't the same as everybody else's. Dancing. Oh, I'm dancing in my living room. And it says POV. Oh, you just watched the Carrie case. You know what I mean? It's like that to me. I'd never do that shit. That's just not my thing. And I don't have no problem if that's somebody else's bag. Do your thing. I like doing silly, crazy, weird other shit. Whatever pops in my head, really. And I have tens of thousands of views. I only have 5,000 people watching me. Subscribe, follow, whatever it is. And I get fucking hundreds of thousands and millions of views. Collectively, I got millions of views. And if you pay 2 or 3 times, I've paid $5, $10, $20 on TikTok to promote something. And if a TikTok I made had 1,000 views, and I'm like, no, this is a really good one, damn it. I want people to see this one. And I pay $20 or something. Now 50,000 people see it. This shit, 24 people. I spent $24. I want my money back. Honestly. That's bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Pardon my damn French. Pissed me off so bad. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, man, listen, I am not renewing my Twitter premium, by the way. Sorry. Grok sucks. Grok used to be the best AI anywhere. And now it's just lefty nonsense. You can't create images that besmirch Obama or Michelle Obama or Biden, anybody on the left. AOC won't do it. But it'll do it with anybody on the right, especially Trump. It's whack. And all the crap they pull from CNN and lefty stupid websites, I am done. Elon, I go back and forth whether I trust that dude. I bet you guys do the same thing. Sorry, Elon. I don't think my $100 and whatever a year is going to really hurt you. But, I mean, I'm out. I'm still going to use it. I'm just not paying for that shit. Sorry. I can go make lefty memes and get lefty shit from Google's AI. I don't need to pay for this shit. And I know it's all wonky, but when did I do that? I think I did that the day before the DDoS attack, or 2 days before. I don't even give a shit if it was in the middle of it. You better promote that damn thing to 20,000 people, whether they like it or not. I want 20,000 eyeballs seeing that stupid content. But yeah, so there's that. PW. Damn, what was I gonna show? By the way, shout out to my boy, Jackius Vinconius, Jack Vincent on Rumble. Give him a follow, please. Check him out. It's Jackius Vinconius. Let's see if I can just. I love this dude. Jack, if you're watching, me and Morgan were a little. We didn't know if we could trust you. Don't be mad at us. Because you went on Ethan Ralph's show a couple of times. But talking to you, I know what you were saying. You're like, listen, I love Alex. I ain't got no beef. I don't want to get in the middle of nothing. You're like, I'm just trying to promote my shit. It's like, dude, nobody else is promoting me. And right then, I felt like that's when the brotherhood kicked in, because I'm like, yo, this is my boy. And I get it. I totally get it. I hate being invisible. All of us do. None of us want to be invisible. And that's probably one of the reasons why I try to go out of my way to promote people and to help people that I've befriended and that I know are talented. This dude is fun and talented. And he's a good shit. Link. God, I don't want to leave X. Yeah, see, I knew something stupid was going to happen. Dagnabbit. Listen, this is Jack's X account. If you're not following him, it's Jack Vincent 911. Give my boy a follow. He's a good dude. He's kind of like Sam Hyde-ish. Sam Hyde's sense of humor. And he's just a good dude. He's funny. He's crazy, but he's a good ass dude. I love that dude, man. We were chilling on his stream the other night. We watched Idiocracy. You can watch Idiocracy on Rumble and not get taken down. If I watch Idiocracy on here, the freaking FBI would, come in and arrest me. Probably throw my kids in the ground and be like, you owe the people who you owe Mike Judge $10 million, and you owe Rumble you owe YouTube $20 million. Like, Rumble's free, like free speech, like that's truly free. You could watch a movie? Good grief. Well, let's check this out. I know I already talked about Karen Reed a little bit. Let's just finish this off. Yeah, we got like a half hour. Shit, I gotta read the damn chat better. I'm a terrible chat reader. Is that it? You guys haven't posted anything new? All right, that's okay. Maybe you did. It's not picking up. I just want to, hopefully this plays.
Back the taillight, and Karen said, look, my taillight's broken. Oh my God, do you think I hit?
In light of their parents passing away.
I just want the opening. I want the damn opening when he says something. It takes a little bit. Shout out to Myron Gaines, by the way. All us free Karen Reed people love it when big and small, any voices try to shed light on this, because this is a very weird ass case. And it's, for somebody who's just following the Karen Reed stuff, it's kind of hard to believe. It's not kind of. It is hard to believe. It's like, really? You have a conspiracy with like 20, 30 people, blah, blah, blah. But see, when you start looking and peeling it back, there's like two big, powerful families. The Alberts and the McCabe's. But really, the Alberts are the real big family. And in Canton, Massachusetts. And they have power. I mean, Brian Albert, one of the guys who, we all believe killed John O'Keefe. He was on a police show hosted by my boy Mark Wahlberg. It was like a Boston cop show. It was like starring Brian fucking Albert, dude. Look at him. He's like, dun, 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 dun. It was a fucking Boston cop show. This guy had clout, big clout. And he knows everybody. And like Judge Beverly Cannoni's brother got Brian Albert's brother, Chris, out of killing somebody, drunk and driving, and killed a 20-year-old student. young guy, good person, blah, 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 blah. So, but, you know, when you look at it, so then it's like, it really is more like 6 or 7 people. Like, oh shit, because I don't think they meant to kill him. I really, really don't. He went into the house. They meant to beat his ass. The dog started biting him. He probably fell down, cracked his head on the basement because they redid the basement right afterwards. They got rid of the dog immediately. They redid the basement real quick from somebody they know and they could trust. I'm sure they cleaned it all up. But the guy doing the basement, even though he's their friend, I don't think that guy is like, they were like, dude, we accidentally fucking killed him by accident, but don't say anything. And just clean the shit up. Oh, all right, wink, wink. I don't think it's like that. I think the cop knows how to use enough cleaning agents to cover up all the blood and then have the guy come in and be like, dude, thanks so much. You know, these is fucking idiots out there, turtle boys and all these idiots trying to say, you know, some guy died in here. All we're trying to do is fix the thing. You know my family for a long time, dude. You're a good dude. No, I get it. And that's how it works. So it's not like all these people are totally in on the deal. They're all just friends and they're looking out for each other. Like, oh, dude, you wouldn't kill a guy like that. And that's how that whole shit works. So I just kind of want to say that more to Myron or anybody out there who doesn't really truly know about this Karen Reed stuff, because it's like, dude, it's easy. She backed into him either by accident or on purpose. She was drunk. The dude died out there. Nobody saw anything. That's it. But when you really look at what the hell happened and you see all of the evidence, and I mean, you have FBI reconstruction people saying her car has no damage for what it would if it hit somebody. All of John O'Keefe's injuries are not consistent whatsoever with getting hit by a car. It's like, well, that's gone, right? That whole thing, it would have been so much easier if that's what it was. Because what really happened was having a party with these crazy, power-hungry, lunatic, narcissistic cops and family members. So we'll fucking teach this dude a lesson at our fucking party. Everybody knows the fucking McAlbert parties with the fucking shit's at, because we own this fucking place. You know what I mean? Just bring him in. We'll fucking rough him up a little bit and show him who's fucking boss in this town, dude. That's what it was. Goes to the party, gets fucked up. Oh, shit. Dude. Oh, yo, he fucking... Holy fuck, dude. You cracked his fucking skull. This guy's gonna either end up being fucking retarded or dead. Oh, fuck. What are we gonna do, dude? Our youngest son over here, nephew, Colin Albert, is supposed to go to fucking Bridgewater State and play football. He's going to end up being a cop like the rest of us, a dirty cop like all the rest of us, gang. What the fuck are we going to do here? And that's what happened. That's what the fuck happened. And, no regular people like us who watch TV shows, too many TV shows or whatever, we could, try to fucking fumble evidence and cover up our tracks and make it so ridiculous. You have high-level cops, super detective people fucking this shit up on purpose. You know what I mean? So, of course, it's a mess. But Turtle Boy exposed it, and so many of us saw all the evidence. I stink at showing you guys all. Like, I wish I was good. And we love Myron. Shout out to Myron Gaines. He doesn't do too great of a job either. He actually does a little worse than me. And it makes me feel good. That's why I want to watch it. No, I'm half teasing. Myron's great. This isn't his forte. He's not a true crime guy. I'm not either. If there's some other case that comes out in a year or whatever, I won't be covering it. I don't. And maybe I'll talk about it. But I won't be as engaged as I am with this. This is something out of a movie that seems like it's too good to be believed. It's like it's wild. So let's just watch a little bit. Shit, I gotta check out the chat. 11. Damn you guys. Do you have Discord, Scott? Yes. OG70. Hell yeah. Good to know. I've never looked for movies on Rumble. Dude, we were watching DMS. We were watching movies. We watched Idiocracy. Damn it, I just want to show a little tiny bit of this shit.
And I slipped down the driveway and I tried to catch myself, but I had something in my left.
Reed herself seemed up.
I just want to show, literally, it's not going to be no 15, 20 minutes. I don't know what the hell I was talking about earlier. I want to show you, like, 40 seconds of this just so you kind of get a little taste of what the hell's going on. I know most of you guys probably already know all this Karen Reed stuff, but I just saw it and I was like, damn, thank God. If I could, like, DMS, my boy, our boy, he does these long form videos so good. It's not my fault. This is, you gotta know your strengths and weaknesses. That's DMS's strength. Like, maybe if I was with DMS on a stream or something someday, like, I could do it alongside with him, but it's not. I like to just, blow my, blah, 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 talking shit and having a good time, just, scampering through as many stories as I kind of like to, But Myron did, 7 hours, this dude, and by the end of it, he's totally free Karen Reed, because when you see all the evidence, you can't. I mean, there's people out there who hate Turtle Boy. There's people out there who just don't like to go along with the mainstream with people. And I dig that, because I'm one of those people. I don't like when Lost was on, I was like, ugh, all these people like Lost. Lost sucks. Everybody's lemmings. And then years later, I watch it, I'm like, damn, that fucking show is awesome. So, it's not always a wrong thing, but I am, in my core, I'm like that too. I don't want to, people like, I remember back when Miley Cyrus, I guess came out. There's other kids who, are watching her on Hannah Montana and shit. But I remember, her first big hit, I forget what the hell it was. And I'm like, oh my God, it was just, chalkboards, nails in a chalkboard to me. I'm like, I can't deal with this broad. And then years later, I'm like, all right, party in the USA. If you're out at a party or a club or a cookout or wherever, you're in a car with a bunch of people, it's fun to sing along with. But at the time, my whole point, at the time, I'm like, people are nuts. Why is everybody digging this chick? Was it Wrecking Ball? I don't know, whatever the fuck song was, but just a little taste of this, and that's it.
Beat about the jury field trip.
We'll get a very good perspective.
This was after a tense morning between her attorneys and Canton firefighter Katie McLaughlin. This photo showing the two together at the scene the morning after it happened.
She said, I hit him. She repeated it.
Reed's attorneys calling McLaughlin's credibility into question, bringing up her connection to the daughter of the Boston police officer who owned this home at the time where O'Keefe's body was found.
I would say that we have mutual friends, so
this bitch is one of the biggest pieces of shit. Remember, I was just talking before. This is kind of why I was trying to find it, because a couple things. I'll just end it with this. I don't want to bore you guys. Sarah McLaughlin here, this broad, in the first trial, she got caught lying. She's like, I don't know anybody. I don't know any of those girls. I don't know who lives in that house. I don't know nobody. And a bunch of people online, super sleuths, looked up and they're like, what are you talking about, bitch? Look at your Facebook. Look at your aunt's Facebook. Look at your mother-in-law's Facebook. Look at your cousin's Facebook. There's pictures of her with all these chugga-luggas. It's like, all of them. When she talked to the dude Michael Proctor, the fired Michael Proctor, state trooper guy who's buddies with all these fucking people, he didn't know at the time. They didn't know how they were going to frame Karen Reed, but they were definitely going to blame it on her. They just didn't know how. Because it's, it just happened. Oh, fuck, dude, he fucking cracked his fucking head. What are we going to do? Oh, fuck. I don't know. You bitches, Jen and fucking the other lady, you fucking take care of this. I'm going to bed. I'm a cop. I can't get in trouble. You know what I mean? So that's kind of, sort of in a way what happened. Because they ended up bringing him outside. That's why nobody saw his body. It was still in the house. And they kicked everybody out. Oh, you're having an after party, huh? Except the second John O'Keefe was supposed to walk into the door, that's when I called it all. I said, you know what? We all got to wake up in the morning. No, they were planning on partying all fucking night long. Why did that party end? We know why it fucking ended. Anybody who didn't really know what happened, they didn't hear, because it happened in the stairwell. They're all in the kitchen way the fuck over there. Some of them knew what happened and they are 1,000% lying. This chick is just trying to impress the family. She doesn't know anything. Maybe in her mind, she really believes her friends and all those other McAlberts and that nothing happened. And she's like, fuck that. If I can help you guys frame her, I will, because this is bullshit. Maybe that's why she's doing it. But she's a fucking dirty liar. And she's like, I heard her say, I hit him, I hit him, I hit him. Except when she told former, piece of shit who got fired, state trooper Michael Proctor, she said, I think she said, like, did I hit him? Could I have hit him? That's what she told him. And then her and like 5 other people changed it to this thing. And see, they're all these like 5 or 6 chicks are conspiring, saying, say it 3 times. I hit him, I hit him, I hit him. She never once said, I hit him, I hit him, I hit him. She asked many times, 'cause she was drunk and she was upset. And it's like, you feel guilty. So she's like, I hit him, I hit him, I hit. But she said, she's like, did I hit him? Could I have hit him? Oh my God, did I hit him? That's what she said. This bitch is saying like, oh, I went there. And she was just like, yeah, I hit him, I hit him, I hit him. It's like, if you know what I know and you watch this shit and you know who's lying and who's not, it's like you already watched the movie. You know what I mean? So if you already watch a movie and then you go back to the beginning and watch it again, it's like Die Hard. It's like, dude, don't let that guy in. He speaks German. He's clearly going to take over the Yakatomi Tower. You know what I mean? What are you doing? There's like about 12 of these giant Germans with big, long, blonde hair. Like, clearly those are the bad guys. But if you watch that Die Hard for the first time ever and you're just watching it, it doesn't look like shit. So for me, that's how when I'm watching this Karen Reed shit, that's how I see it, because I already know the whole story. I know the entire thing inside and out. This bitch is crooked as they come. But now I'm going to get the hell off of that for a second. Real quick, Brittany Griner, if you haven't seen this shit, first of all, YouTube, I hope you don't get rid of me. I really do. I'm trying to be a good boy, but I believe that I have the right. I am not bashing anything. I believe 1,000,000,000% in every fiber of my being. Brittany Griner is a dude. That's what I believe. There are pictures with him in no shirt. And he's like, I've seen, all types of girls in this world. Not being dirty. Huge boobs to little boobs. Usually when you get little boobs, you got like a little bump. And then some have like a puffy nipple or something like this. This dude has a man's chest. He's got like, not even boobs. Because there's no boobs. No hips, no nothing. This is a dude. So anyway, Brittany Griner would suck in a men's league. She's really tall. He's really tall. Whatever. So that's why this dude is in the WNBA, because he could pull it off. And maybe he wants to live as a woman, whatever. I don't want to get in trouble on YouTube, so that's a great thing. But that's just not, would have sucked in the NBA. Never even come close to sniffing the mother-chucking bench. Couldn't even get a locker room pass. Brittany Griner couldn't even get in the NBA draft. Probably couldn't even play college ball. But in here, she's not, she, whatever. Brittany Griner is less than mid. And the WNBA talent sucks. It's so bad. I challenge you, if you've never seen the WNBA game, watch one. Force yourself for like at least the first half. You will shit your pants laughing. It's so bad. Air balls everywhere, bricks. They're like, fouling each other accidentally. I know Pee Wee Reese over here, the stupid Reese chick's always beating up the white chick, but they're just hacking. It's pathetic. Tripping over their own shoe. It's embarrassing. Brittany Griner is a dude and can't even play like good, but can't even be a good, female player. It's pathetic. So real quick, this whole story that I'm bashing here, mangling up. Brittany Griner, who Biden traded for the Merchant of Death in Russia, if you can recall, called Caitlin Clark and the white female ref trash, effing white girls after getting fouled out. Now, I don't know if you can see it. Look it. Ready? Trash. Fucking white girls. It could be trash. effing white girl. But it looks like girls. You know what I mean? So it's probably white. Now, imagine, if you will, Caitlin Clark or any other white female WNBA player saying, this is trash. Effing black girls, man. They would be George Floyded under a car somewhere with 50,000 knees on their back. It would be like they didn't give the chick her, chicken nugget sauce. They'd be beating her ass. It's bullshit. Oh, did I ask you yet? Thanks for the prop. Yeah, always DMS. You know I love you. DMS, what time are you going? Are you going live tonight? I almost forgot. I thought I asked you, but I should have kind of handled it down a little bit. Maybe you did tell me. Nope. And Michelle Obama has ovaries. Exactly. Did you see? That's where I was just going next. Oh, G7. Thank you. I almost said Michelle Obama. Might as well. So, I don't know if you all seen this yet or not, but the president of France, Emmanuel Macron, got slapped up by his husband. It was quite embarrassing. Yeah, that's the extent of my French. I can't do that all day. Where the hell is it? That's my dog. That's my boy. Oh, did I play this part? All right, let me just play this real quick. I didn't play this earlier like an idiot.
We need to free Karen Reid. She's not free. You know that?
I've driven down that road a million, trillion, billion, quadrillion times. She's like, it would be nice to free Karen Reid. And he's like, she is free. What a piece of shit. That's Meatball Michael Morrissey, by the way, the big Humpty Dumpty one waddling down the road. Fat off the fucking people's money. Look at this dude, Eric Matheny said, if a man had done this, it would be career ending. There would be calls for his head. Where is the outrage when a man is the victim of violence? But a man did do the violence, and what? Macron's, that's a mayon. It's a mayonnaise. Look at, this is a dude. Look at how terrible this wig is. This is a man. It's a man. Everybody know. Go ask Candace Owens. She'll tell you. YouTube, you don't like me saying that? Go ask Candace Owens. She said it right on your airwaves and you had no problem. So watch this. It's kind of loud, right? It's in my ears. So this is a little Emmanuel Macron. Au revoir. He's getting out of an airplane, just landing. Where the hell was it? Djibouti, Dubs, or something like that. I don't know. And he's doing his thing. And his husband kind of grabs by the mouth. And he's like, oh, hello. He's like, oh, shit. He's like, hello. Au revoir. Oh, fuck, they caught us, you stupid, dumb guy. Go call your buddy Big Mike and leave me. I think it was like his teacher. It's a dude. Dude, Emmanuel Macron's whole wife gimmick thing is complete and utter bullshit. Look at this. Here's another ridiculous thing. Hey, WNBA, if you want people to watch a talentless basketball league, it might help to stop being anti-American as well. Might help to stop being anti-American as well. Look at this foolishness.
Thank you guys for taking a minute to honor the life of George Floyd. George was a father, a brother, and a son. And his life, like every life, held meaning. His death exposed the holes that are still in our justice and criminal institutions today. No. In his 5-year anniversary, reminds us that we must continue the fight against criminal, racial, and social injustices.
Wait. She is right. I was wrong. I apologize to this dumb lady here. George Floyd's death did expose the complete and utter problems with our justice system. Derek Chauvin should not be in prison, and definitely not for the rest of his life. We can all argue, shouldn't he have let him up? Maybe if he let him up, then, he could have moved, and maybe his heart wouldn't have, stopped. I've talked to some people in the medical fields, a couple of nurses and one doctor, and I didn't say George Floyd, because one of them, the doctor, is a lefty. If I said, hey, if George Floyd stood up, then I'd get the bullshit answer. And I said, I gave him some story. I said, a customer the other day he's an older guy. He's in his 40s, and he was laying down, and he felt like he was having a heart attack. I'm I stood him up, and I told him to move his arms. I'm but his wife came out and pulled him away, and she's like, no. And he goes, no, you shouldn't have done that. You could give him an embolism or some shit like that, and could blow up his heart. He's like, what you should have done is roll him on his back. I could not believe it. So even if Chauvin got his knee off that fool and stood him up, it might actually be bad for him too. So Chauvin's not Chauvin's just a piece of shit cop. But just being a piece of shit cop doesn't mean that, he should go to jail for the rest of his life. I think that dude's I guarantee you let Derek Chauvin out of jail, he's going to be probably more holy than the new pope, for God's sakes. Because I know if I got a second chance in life, I'd be like, please, I'll never abuse my power again. Please, Lord, let me go. I didn't do anything. This big, giant baby, oversized baby, took all his drugs. Not too many drugs. He took all his damn drugs. I just put my knee on him because it's a weirdo. I don't want him rolling in the street. Stupid Derek Chauvin followed the protocol of the Minnesota Police Department. You can't just, you can put him on the ground, but you have to protect him. And you kneel, for 2 or 3 reasons. One, and he didn't kneel on his neck. He kneeled, on his spine, right in the hump in the back. I forget what the hell the numbers are of your spine, but, where it was, it's not like it's right on him. And George Floyd's a big-ass dude. So, if I bet you Chauvin could stand on his back, and dummy could still breathe. I can't breathe. Yeah, I know. Because you're having heart failure because you ate all your drugs. I took too many drugs. So that's that. Honoring the stupid. We love and honor St. George Floyd. Dummies. Nobody wants to watch your garbage, shitty, There are 8th grade basketball games in America. I'm not even being facetious. There are 8th grade basketball games all across America that are more talented and more fun to watch than the WNBA. The WNBA is fucking trash. It's utter trash. So what do? You divide people more along, political lines. Way to go. Way to go, WNBA. Never watch a garbage. Shout out JVT, my boy. I never shout him out. He's technically correct, but not in the way you think. Chris Mowry said, nightmare fuel for the right. It's yeah. Nobody wants this weird... Oh, I got it! Look it! Hello! This gentleman, I don't know who this gentleman is, you two, but, yeah, a little weird there, huh? So weird. I like this person's tattoo. It's pretty cool. I don't know who they are. But yeah, it's pretty weird, right? Right? Pretty weird, right? Way before anybody was mastecticizing and all that fun shit. Pretty weird, if I do say so myself. All right. Ooh, that's 14 minutes. Damn, let's just check out Alex's page anyway. DMS, did you get back to me? Dutch Duke! What's up, Dutch Duke? God bless you. Thank you so much for being here, brother. Doomy 5 years, 5 years sober. Congratulations, Floor. I know Truth made that joke. That shit is amazing. It's a man, baby. They got a check for grapes. Unbelievable. Hey, Thomas Gilston. Love you, brother. I know you guys are chatty. You make me worry. I know I'm saying too much. I'm saying everything for everybody. Enough for everybody to talk about. There was something I wanted to show you of Alex and oh my goodness. I almost forgot. Alex Stein said, what a tremendous loss. I know, this is kind of like a little depressing day. It's Memorial Day. I guess we're supposed to be a little reverent and doomy and gloomy. Not cool doomy, though. That's the good doomy. We're supposed to be a little gloomy, I suppose. Phil Robertson was a legend and could have been an NFL QB if he wanted to, considering he started over NFL Hall of Famer Terry Bradshaw in college. I don't know if anybody else knows this, because a few people, I think our boy Mersh, I know half you people hate Mersh, but I think Mersh is fun. So Phil Robertson played for Louisiana State or something like that. And dang, I forget where he played for. But he was a starting quarterback. Terry Bradshaw, who won 4 NFL Super Bowls with the Pittsburgh Steelers, was his backup. Terry Bradshaw, to this day, will tell you, Phil Robertson was better than him. Back in the day, I know we see Terry Bradshaw is a big goofy dummy on TV now, and he's getting older and more forgetful. That happens to all of us. But he's just a big doofus. But he was almost the Tom Brady in of his day back in the 60s and 70s. I think it was early 70s. I forget when Terry Bradshaw was winning all them Super Bowls. But I'll tell you right now, you did not want to F with Terry Bradshaw's Steelers. He was the best quarterback in the whole entire league. He was throwing darts all over the place. And I believe they had the steel curtain, meant their defense was absolutely just show-stopping. No running backs could go anywhere. Nobody could throw the damn ball on them. They were that good. And if Phil Robertson went into the NFL, he possibly, it depends how long he was there for, he could have been bigger than Brady. Everybody would have been saying, oh, is Brady going to be, he's going to beat, they wouldn't be talking about Joe Montana, about Brady beating Montana. They'd be talking about him beating Phil Robertson. But I'll tell you, just knowing that is enough, because this dude has had the biggest impact on so many millions of people all around the world. I know Duck Dynasty was just a fun little show, but he either introduced God to so many people or reintroduced God to so many people. Like, this dude said, my wife, my family, and of course my Lord are all I need. And a little bit of money too, because I'll make some duck calls. This dude's the man. He lived a way, way, way more important life than just an NFL quarterback. No offense to my boy Tom Brady. You know I love you, King. But, yeah. So, damn it. I'm pretty sure DMS, Dark Match Steve, is going on later tonight. I don't know if it's 8, 8:30, 9 o'clock. I wish he stuck around to tell me. I'm just messing with you, man. You know I love you. You're 100% right, Scott. Thank you, Thomas, my man. Lumbar region, yes. Where the heck is it? Dang. There was one other thing I wanted to bring up before I took off, because, we're getting close to that time. Plus, I didn't want to step on DMS's toes, but he might be getting ready for his show for all I know. This is one thing I was just going to talk about real quick. Tim Pool was on with this douchebag. What's his stupid name? Bill Maher. And let's just see.
You're obviously an atheist.
Yes.
Famously. Religious. I saw it when you put it out. And
good, thank you.
I know I was lapsed Catholic, briefly atheist. Now I'm not Christian. I don't like the word deist. But the future, we're seeing this massive push towards Christianity, and young people are adopting it.
What do you make of that?
Well, one thing I think is true is that conservatives had more kids in the 2000s. I know a lot of people want to claim these ideological victories where they say, like, we've red pilled people. And I've pointed this out for years. No, just in like 2003, there were a couple studies that came out saying that liberals were having less kids than conservatives. Well, 20 years later, what do you expect to see? There's going to be more conservative people than liberal people just because the parents had kids.
Right.
Yeah.
I do think also that one of the more interesting trends, however, is that among Gen Z, irrespective of that, there's been a rightward ideological shift among men. And I think this has to do with contemporary politics, movies, games, culture, etc.
And also men feeling that they were targeted unfairly. There is a lot of toxicity in being maleness. Some of that we can't control. Some of that.
I fucking hate this dude. Not Tim Pool. That's our boy and shit. I disagree with a lot of shit what Tim Pool says, but Tim Pool's been, pretty damn good. But this douchebag, he's like, there is some toxic masculinity, I will say. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I've seen girls have toxic masculinity. Anger issues isn't toxic masculinity. What the I can't say, and Tim's not going to hold him to it. He's on his show. This dude's blazing weed. He's probably getting contact high, for God's sakes. It just kind of pisses me off, but let's listen a little bit more.
It's just how we're born. We were drawn that way. Boys are going to be more rambunctious in school. They're going to be harder to discipline.
Yeah.
They're going to have more excess energy. And we kind of...
I guess so, but troubled boys and troubled girls have more of a hard time being disciplined. Because if you're at home and you got, crappy parents who beat you up and shit, you have more to worry about at home than you do at school. So some dickhead at school is like, you're going to fail out of this grade. If you're a troubled kid, you're like, dude, I don't give a fuck. I got neighbors trying to shoot and kill me. My, relatives selling drugs in my place. And my parents beat me up whenever I do anything wrong. Like, there ain't shit you can do to me, teacher. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? So, what are you talking about? It's not harder. Boys, whether they're rambunctious or not, that's why you have a woman in there, because we'll melt for a woman. And it's not even just, because we think they're so pretty. It's because inside of us, every man wants to take care of, appease, make whole, help a woman. I'm a young kid at school. I got all types of problems. Not with my parents, but, whatever. In my youth, I was a fucking pretty troubled kid. My parents are awesome. But, if a nice old teacher, some 70-year-old teacher, fucking principal, vice principal, guidance counselor, whoever, comes up and speaks to me in a nice way, it's almost like you're guilting me, and it works every time. And I'll be like, yeah, I want to appease them. I want to make them happy. It's the way God made us. Girls, you have to use a different tactic. You'd want to take something away from them. If you were a teacher talking to a girl. So I don't know, it just pissed me off.
We went, like we do with everything, went overboard and made it seem sometimes like maleness itself was on trial.
It was like a race to the bottom.
So it's not... What?
It was a race to the bottom of all these different cultural elements trying to one-up what was wrong with
these two. I won't say anything bad about Tim. And, they're in the middle of a conversation. I can sit there and nitpick, to be honest with you, but, I don't say everything correctly. And if I was having a conversation, sometimes in my mind, like hours, days, weeks, months, years afterwards, damn, I wish I said this different. And imagine you could rewind a conversation and say something differently. You'd have a totally different outcome. So it's, we're not all perfect. So I'm not even going to just say anything bad, because I don't honestly think Tim said anything too bad. See, the thing with douche nozzle over here, Bill Maher, is that he's like covering up and hiding the purposeful shit that the left did. The left did the shit on purpose. Take out white men. White men, or especially just men in general, we're the ones who got Trump elected. So how do you get rid of us? How do you win elections then? You're going to need to get rid of us. How do you do that? Take away their masculinity. Believe all women. I mean, I could go on and on. Transgender, you can be whatever gender you want. And they prop up biological boys who want to be girls. They let them go in their sports. Not one biological girl who, transformed herself into a boy has ever won or beat a girl, a guy at any male sports ever. But they keep doing it, and you know what I mean? So this shit's done on purpose, is what I'm saying. This isn't like, oh, we were just trying to make the boys be better people, and we overdid it. No, that's not what happened. Not even close.
Masculinity.
Yeah, kind of. And it's not surprising that they would run to Trump.
Yep.
I love how everybody says that shit now, because I'm one of them. I like to think of myself as a pretty deep thinker at times, even though I'll wear a wig and pretend to be Auntie Bev. No makeup, goddammit, but I didn't wear a dress. I learned. Cat Williams told me if you put on a dress, then you the bitch. I gotta learn to do my practice my Cat Williams. Maybe Cat will open up the show for y'all one of these days. I love Cat Williams. Shout out Cat Williams. But nah, it's absolutely ridiculous. That's why, you can't, anything that Bill Maher says, if it's like, oh, it's based. We want people to wake up. The people on the right, we want people to wake up so effing bad. The second somebody says anything, we're like, come on, we'll take you in, please, come over. It's so good to see you. We're so happy, we want to save you so bad. That we let these dummies, Bill Maher is so full of shit. He knows damn good and well this was a fucking plan. The Democrats do it. They do it. And I was arguing with somebody earlier today, I think, about, is it on here? Let me see if it's on here. Fuck it. I was arguing with this dude, and he's saying, there's no left or right, bro. It's a fucking fallacy or something. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's a fallacy. Oh, wait, this is on my thing. It's on Alex's thing. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's a fallacy. I'm like, the left wants the government to control everybody. They want the government, a big, big, big government, to be mommy and daddy, basically, and to control how money's spent, how everything's ran, blah, blah, blah. The right wants a small, limited government that the people control, and each person basically controls themselves. See, because we're not thinking of, we don't put criminal crime in the forefront and say, yeah, but what if everybody does this shit? It's like, yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But the left is just letting criminals get away with shit and punishing good citizens. So this is, that's what I'm trying to point to. This is all purposeful. It's all tactful, purposeful shit. So, of course they'll run to Trump. Yeah, you can say that now, buddy, because me and everybody else were like, oh my God, what's going to happen to this country? We are so fucked. And then Trump comes along, it's like, thank God. But guess what? All those people were still out there. And we didn't know it because we're lied to all the time by these Bill Maher pieces of crap. I could talk all night long. We better start wrapping it up. Damn! Somebody wait. DMS 8. Thank you, Bob Cook. I love you, my greatest painter of all time. Fuck Da Vinci. Thank you for real. I can't wait to hear how it went too. Bob Cook went over to Bubba the Love Sponge's joint. I don't know exactly where it is. I don't want to dox anybody because I don't even know. And helped paint and stuff. I think it was maybe the Bubba Raceway, the track. I don't know. But, man, that's cool. And it's a super honor. for Bubba to have Bob Cook paint. That's the damn truth. Because Bob Cook is the greatest painter on earth. So congrats, Bubba. You got the greatest painter of all time. I love Bob Cook. Yeah, we got like 10 minutes left, but like 5 minutes, 10 minutes to the show, like 5 minutes left. Ever since I've always been in the margins of society, I don't trust a lot of people. Do me, that's the way it is. And it's almost been pushed and designed like that. If we go back and look, you know, in the teens, you know, 10s, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, not until like halfway through the 80s were we starting, maybe even in the 50s, I guess, they started to push it. But it really started kicking in like late 80s where neighbors didn't know each other anymore. Like now, it's a wild thought to know all your neighbors. And, you know, I'm like you. I don't trust nobody, so I don't want to know who my neighbors are. That's what they did. They made us distrust everybody. Now, yeah, you don't want people in your business. But I'll tell you what, if your house is, you know, caught on fire in the back, you better hope Gary and Sue gave a fuck to look over at your house to call 911 and to say, wake you up. Hey, your fucking house is on fire. We just noticed it. See, because when you, like me, and you don't want to know anybody, you don't really trust your neighbors. I got good neighbors, but I'm just saying, not every single neighbor, just a couple of neighbors we know. You keep your head down. Literally. Keep your head down and just keep going. Somebody could be robbing something, could be doing whatever. Bad shit. It could be act of God or an act of a piece of shit of a George Floyd to your house or your property or whatever. And since you don't know your neighbors no more, you just keep your head down, keep going. But that's why it's not a good thing. All this shit has been designed, my brothers and sisters. It's been designed. It pissed me off. Trust no one and never let them see you sweat. Damn Skippy. Thomas Gilson, you are 1,000,000,000% correct. You can't. You truly, truly can't let them see you sweat. I want to show you guys one last video from Alex. Why did I get out of Alex? Look at Dan Bongino. Thanks for following this account and allowing us to update you about what we're doing at the FBI. A few updates. The director and I will have most of our incoming reform teams in place by next week. The hiring process can take a little bit of time, guys. Just give it a little time. QC time's over. So, but we are approaching that. Holy good Lord, I'm not reading all this shit. Surely after swearing to the director and I value the number of cases of potential public corruption that understandably have garnered public interest. We've made the decision to reopen cases and blah, 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 blah. So, you can thank me and so many other of you. We did it. All of us together did it. We shamed Dan Bongino into doing his fucking job. And personally, I'm guessing it's probably a bunch of bullshit. He's probably like, yeah, we'll do it. Looking at the fucking everything guy. I'm looking at all the files. By the way, just so everybody's clear and we know, Dan Bongino said, oh, Epstein definitely killed himself. I know because I looked in the files. Mr. Bongino, fuck you. Just, you know, as a courtesy, go fuck yourself. Because we can look in the files ourselves, okay? Investigating doesn't mean you take the last guy's word for it. See, we didn't trust the last people. So if you saw the last guy's work and you're like, oh, even though for the last 3 or 4 years, however long since Epstein blacked himself, you didn't trust it either. Now you get there and you're like, oh, you know what? I do trust the last guy's work. And that's why we don't trust you anymore. You're up there with that, you know, with Cash Patel, and nobody trusts you. You and Cash Patel are persona non grata. You're done. It's over for you. Alex loves these guys. I just want to show them. I don't even know their name. I forget who they are.
Hey, it's Big Boom AJ.
Big Justice.
And Big Justice is ready to take the mound right now and throw the opening pitch. Let's go, Rangers. Bring the boom. Bring the boom.
Good pitch.
Hey, it's Big Boom.
I don't exactly know how these. I think these guys are like, they used to be like kids content or whatever. But whatever, Alex likes them. I think they're fine. They're just a couple of knuckleheads having a father and son, duo trying to have some fun. There's nothing wrong with that. Polly Show, what's the score of the game right now, buddy? Couple of things which I know I'm kind of afraid to do it. This is the Glare. What's up, Shelter? Think I'll hit 50K by the end of the counter retrial. See, that's not a good look. Is President Trump being kept in the dark about the Ukraine? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we ain't got time for all that shit. Damn, I should have ended with the boom, guys, but that's okay. I'm trying to find something to end this on a good note on here. Myron. Why does Jubilee Media keep platforming this ghoulish creature? Nah, come on, we need something good. This guy, Gage Harrison. I'm going to end it with this. Ready? It's going to probably take like a minute. We got time. I'm going to follow the son of a gun, too, because he deserves it. This dude, over the weekend, crapped on MGK. He's like, MGK wanted me to give you thanks on sharing cliche Megan caught him. I don't know what that means, but come on. I thought it was going to play something, dagnabbit. But literally, this dude trolled MGK so bad. If you don't know who MGK is, he's this dude, Machine Gun Kelly. I mean, he's just, he's like, I hurt Machine Gun Kelly's feelings. So this is what happened. Ready? Let's just watch this video.
Here, spelled. All right, I don't really ever spotlight hate because the love is just outweighs it, but sometimes you gotta laugh. Ginger Beard Gage, what is this garbage? The post.
He mumbled, I don't really highlight hateful contents because the love is so big, bro. By the way, anybody out there who feels bad for this guy, just know that he's a Satanist. And he's a big pop star. Eminem, he tried to do a diss track against Eminem. He used to be a rapper. And then Eminem dissed him back, and now he's turned into a pop boy band bullshit, which is complete weak sauce. I was always into heavy metal, into all types of music. But my band, we played New York hardcore, punk rock, and it had a hip-hop vibe to it. So I could branch off into hip-hop if I wanted to, which I kind of ended up doing. But this fool was supposed to be a tough guy. Machine Gun Kelly, yo, I'm the next, fucking Busta Rhymes. I'm the next, I was thinking of the other dude, Eazy-E. I'm Eazy-E. I'm trying to be easy. I'm a gangster. And Eminem with one song made him so weak that he turned in from a fake, Uzi shooting thug to wearing hot pink and singing, K-pop tunes. He's such a weak dude. I have no sympathy for this dude, is what I'm trying to say.
Is even gayer, spelled Gheyer. The kids in elementary school just enjoying a song. They're turning the kids gay, spelled Ghey. Just tell me you're insecure. Tell me you found your girlfriend watching this music video without telling me.
First of all, I don't know if you noticed, his fingernails are painted. First of all, you're done. I'm sorry, son. You wear fingernail polish, you can't try to insult anybody. This dude right here won, though. See, this is how this little game works, which I don't know if I like it, but it's the way the game's played. You gotta follow the rules. Gage Harrison, he wasn't really even talking straight up to him, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe he was. Machine Girl Kelly here, I think was live streaming. I don't even know if it was on X, TikTok, Instagram, whatever. And this dude's been kind of, trolling a little bit. And he's like, yeah, watch, you'll see.
Gage, it's a pop song, man. What is this? It's a pop song, man.
You would spell it P-H-O-P.
Well, type in what you guess Gage looks like.
Oh, I got it.
Gage, this year.
This is so weak. Some people might look at this, and if you don't know who these losers are, you might be like, "Oh, he got him." But the truth is, this guy's a nobody. This guy's married to Ninja Turtles chick there, whatever her stupid name is, and these are big time people, and he truly did. Gage won just by hurting his feelings. It doesn't matter what insults come out of Crybaby Nail Polish Boy's mouth here. He won.
There's
Look at Shark Boy right here. What a loser. Dude, you're a loser. Look in the mirror. I was going to say young man, but you look like you're about 34 years old. You're not a young man. What are you doing with gold fronts? You look like a total loser. At least Machine Gun Kelly's sort of an attractive dude, even though he's getting up there in age, but that doesn't matter. I'm just saying. And he's got a ton of money. He might have sold out and became a Satanist and all this crap with his garbage-ass girlfriend. You're a loser! Dude, you got nothing going on. This is you! Not him. This is you, dude. What are you doing?
I never do, man. This shit whack, man. I just found this shit fun, man. I don't understand. It's like posing no good, man.
You're mad. You're mad. That song is catchy. All right, I don't really.
No, dude. You're mad. It's pretty bad. Speaking of the thing, I don't want to get my boy DMS, Dark Matt Steve, mad. So, get over to DMS's show. I can't believe it went over 8 o'clock. Dagnabbit. I love you guys so much. I'll be back here tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope you guys had fun. I don't know. It's been a few days, so I'm a little rusty, but hopefully you had fun. And I was super focused on my anti-bev thing that, probably bombed, but that's okay. We had fun. I had fun doing it. I don't know. I'll be over at DMS's show. Get your tukuses over there. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for hanging out. I had a good time. It's been fun. And we'll do it again tomorrow. 6 p.m. for me. I get off at 6:55 Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for Alex Stein to come on at 7 o'clock till 8. And then our boy Doc Master Steve takes over for there. So thank you so much. I'll see you guys over at Doc Match right now. All right. Thank you. I love you guys. Peace. Yes.